Hey everyone, this is Ty from Ty Exotics. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you here from Houston, Texas about something really awesome we're about to roll out. This is our new complete tarantula kit. We have been working really hard with the BioDude and Tarantula Cribs to bring you something that, frankly, a lot of people ask for. Everything you need to set up your tarantula. All right, and this is going to be everything that's included in the complete tarantula kit. First, you have a Tarantula Cribs enclosure of your choice. This one is the medium Coffin pink sparkle enclosure, and this is actually one of my favorites because it can be both arboreal as well as terrestrially oriented, with ventilation holes up high enough that you don't have to worry about water leaking out. It's going to come with an appropriately sized piece of cork bark, as well as the BioDude TerraAranea Substrate. Now, this substrate is the stuff I use for all my personal tarantulas, but it holds moisture fantastically. It also allows for natural burrowing behavior. In that same bag, you're going to have BioDude leaf litter, as well as AAA Chilean sphagnum moss. Really, everything you need to set up your enclosure. It's also going to have This is BioShot, something the BioDude that geniusly came up with. It is a microbial and fungal bioactive system. You just sprinkle this onto your substrate, and it helps promote plant growth as well as keeping things generally clean. You're also going to have options to add on things like springtails. Now, these will be shipped in sphagnum moss, as well as feeder roaches. Everything you need to set up your new friend is going to be included in this one kit. We're going to build some enclosures with your new complete tarantula kit. We're going to do two different styles, one arboreal and one terrestrial. First thing we got to do is open up our TerraAranea with moss and leaf litter in the same bag. Dump it out. We're going to do this pink coffin enclosure first, and we're going to set this one up arboreally, and we're going to set it up for a Darth Maul tarantula. I got a piece of cork bark we're going to stick in there. Actually, first, we're going to put in our BioShot, and this is going to help. I'm just going to sprinkle it all over the dirt, and this is microbial bioactive action going on in here. It will help with the overall health of the enclosure, both bacterially and fungal. Just kind of stir it in, mix it down. I'm going to give it a quick spray. And stick in our piece of cork bark, like so. Put a little bit of spag moss in there. Leaf litter. A little bit more natural vivarium. Another leaf right here. And it looks beautiful. And now we're going to take our Darth Maul tarantula, and we are going to coax her into the enclosure. I think she likes it. There's that magnet action working. I think she likes it. Next, we're going to set up our blue coffin enclosure, but we're going to do this one terrestrially rather than arboreally. Whenever we open this up, you can see that the ventilation holes are along the top. We're going to want to make sure that our substrate level stays beneath those ventilation holes. Now for this one, we are going to be using a Dominican purple tarantula and they are a terrestrial tarantula. They don't really like to burrow much. So I'm not too worried about substrate depth or about it being deep enough. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of this BioShot in there, mix it in. This species likes it decently moist. I'm going to give it a spritz throughout. I'm going to place a piece of cork bark in there. And I always like to kind of prop up the cork bark and place a little bit more substrate around it so that the tarantula has somewhere ready to hide. Take some of this moss and leaf litter, place some up high here. I'm going to take a little bit more and sprinkle it throughout. Alrighty, I think that looks good. Give it another little mist. Get some of that dirt off the walls that I just made. We're going to take our spider. And this is the Dominican purple. This is one of my favorite New World species. Place her right inside. Alrighty. Now we have two completed enclosures, one arboreal, one terrestrial, with our new complete tarantula kit. Thank you guys for joining me and have a wonderful afternoon.